Welcome, everyone. I got LawNation. I got Philly. Go Philly. 500. It's a big week. It's Cowboys, Eagles. This is the inaugural edition of the NFL YouTube Showdown, where leading voices across YouTube come together to battle it out. And who better than the NFC East's top two dogs, Mr. LawNation and the King, Ding Paddock, Philly 500. Fellas, how are we feeling, first of all, before we get into the ball game?
Well, let Philly go first, you know?
Yes, let the better team go first. Feel great. I mean, it's still great. How could I not be excited about what's going on right now with the Eagles? You know what I mean? I just wish Dallas could have kept their end of the bargain, so we would have met round one of the playoffs.
That would have been fun. Law, how you feeling right now?
Man, I'm great. You know, it's good being on top looking down at the birds there. That's okay. You know, we play each other this weekend. It's a glorified scrimmage game, but we're going to still give you guys our best.
I don't doubt it. So here's the deal. We're going to play a game. There's 7 rounds. You're going toe-to-toe. At the end of each round, whoever has given the better response, according to me and only me, that person will receive the point. You also place a wager on the game, with the loser having to appear decked out in the opposing team's gear. Now speaking of wagers, just so everyone knows, get the best odds, promos, insights to help you win some cash this weekend by going to thegameday.com. It's that simple. All right, fellas. Number one, I'm gonna give Law the opportunity to go first here, and It really comes down to this: which team has been more impressive? Has it been the Eagles, who have defied expectations and, let's say, overachieved, or has it been the Cowboys with 12 wins? You're going first, LawNation.
Well, I'm glad that you go ahead and put that extra win on us, because you're already saying that we're going to beat the Philly, and that's good. You know, I say that the Dallas Cowboys been more impressive, because you got to look at what happened to Dakota Prescott. I'm talking about the dude had the bone breaking through the skin last year, and no one knew that he would be able to step up and do the things that he is doing for this year. Just being 11-5 by itself is remarkable. And excuse me, Cowboy Nation, and everybody that's listening, did you guys know that our defense starting off last year was like ranked 31st, 32 respectfully? Man, we picked up a guy named Dan Quinn to elevate his defense all the way to the 12th rank, respectfully speaking, Cowboy Nation. That's remarkable. All
right, that's a good answer. Philly, what do you got? Give me a counter.
Look, I love LawNation, but he's out of his mind. This Eagles team this past offseason just traded away their franchise quarterback. They had 35% of their salary cap in dead money. Yet with young guys, a brand new coach, they fired a Super Bowl winning coach, and they come in with a brand new coach, brand new quarterback, young rookie wide receiver, young offensive lineman. They go 7-2 the last 9 games, and they're getting into the playoffs. The Eagles by far had a way more impressive year. Dallas was supposed to be here. That's why they paid Dak Prescott all them bucks.
Hold on, excuse me. Did you guys finish above or below us last year?
Who cares about last year? It's a new year. We're talking about this year, right?
Right. So we used what we did last year to step upon what we got this year.
We had 4 wins last year.
I'm gonna jump in because of time, and I'm gonna give the point to Philly. Only because I was the biggest Nick Sirianni hater, and although I wanted to believe in Jalen Hurts, I still wasn't sure. And it's very impressive what they've done. Dallas has been a great story as well. Dan Quinn is my guy. Philly, you get the first point. All right?
Okay.
Next topic.
Thank you.
Next topic. Philly, you get to go first. You have the honors. Who has the more impressive unit? Cowboys receivers with CD and Amari. You could throw in Schultz if you want. Or the Eagles ground attack, specifically with Miles Sanders.
Eagles ground attack. The Eagles ground attack because they ignored it early in the year. Then they were able to do it with guys like Jordan Mailata, Landon Dickerson, right? You already know what you had Kelsey, and you also knew what you had in Lane Johnson, but then you lose Brandon Brooks again. Yet this offensive line can run on anybody. And then when you get the combination of Miles and Jordan Howard, I think that's very tough to beat. Cowboys receivers, we know they're talented. We know they're good, but that's not what's going to keep you in a playoff game. That's not what's going to win you games. It's that offensive line.
You mean you wouldn't rather have Justin Jefferson over Jalen Reagor?
Well, yeah, I would love to over Jalen Reagor. Reagor. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
All right, Law.
But
I know your answer is going to be Cowboys, but convince me why that. Tell me why that is such a special unit.
Well, even in a slumpage, with the defense leading most of the games that we won in the last 4 to 5 games, the Cowboys still ranked number 1 in offense and total offense. You can't just paper thin that out there because of the fact that you still got a team that's averaging north of 28 points a game. And on top of that, even in the slumpage, you still have to respect those guys on the edge as it relates to Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb. There's no other comparison that you can really throw at this because Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard, think about this. Tony Pollard is averaging 5.5 yards per rush. They just don't give him the ball. That's how good the Cowboys offense is, collectively speaking. So when we look at everything, being ranked number 1 in total offense, you got to give a nod to the Cowboys because of what we are doing. I get it, what the Philadelphia Eagles are thinking, that they won the last 4 games in a row, but look at the level of competition that they played against. Hey, this just sounds like it's going to be an early exit for you guys. Let's be real.
Same competition you beaten. As soon as you guys play somebody, you lose.
I was gonna give the look. But that final little point you made. No, I'm going with you. You earned it. And with that
little thing
we go to number 3. Now this is a tricky one. I've actually waffled on this, but LawNation, you have the honors of this. Jalen Hurts at a $2 million number, or your guy Dak at 30. Who has more? Let's say who's a better dual threat?
Dual threat. Oh my gosh, it got to be Dak Prescott hands down, and that's even with all of the rushing attempts that Jalen Hurts is doing in that particular system. We know that in a pinch, Dak Prescott, collectively speaking, is still having a good season. I think his numbers are a little bit better than Allen, and Allen is a $43 million quarterback. So, and that's for the Buffalo Bills and Bills Mafia, if there's ever such a thing. But I tell you guys right now, give me Dak Prescott any day over Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts right now, team's going to catch up with what he's doing, and you got to be able to throw the ball a little bit better, Jalen. Come on now. It's Dak all day.
Listen. We're not talking about Dak Prescott and Jalen Hurts for the same amount of money. You're talking one guy's 30-something million, then it's going to be 40-something million. So Dallas has a short window in which they can actually win this whole thing. Otherwise they're going to be in cap hell. The Eagles, they got 3 more years of a kid that's a 2nd-round pick on that money. He's a more dynamic runner than Dak Prescott. Dak is, to me, not the same runner he was before his injury. Dak's ahead of him passing, yet this kid has all the talent to grow, and he gives the Eagles so much cap flexibility over the next few years. So I got to go with Jalen Hurts, man.
The answer is only Jalen Hurts. I love Dak, but the number is crazy. $2 million for a guy that's basically, you could say he's an above average to good quarterback. I think it's a very easy. Now, if the numbers were close, there's no question Dak, to me, is a better quarterback. But right now with that number, it's Jalen. Philly, you get the point. Next question. Better place to play, the Link or Jerry World? You get to go first, Philly.
The Link. I don't want any part of Jerry's world. Okay?
Why is the Link?
I don't want any
great?
part. Because one, it's outside, right? You're gonna play football in the winter. You got to play outside. It's got to be cold. Dallas, they have the nice cushioned seats and all that stuff. I like it. Look, you could give me the vet. I'd rather have the vet. But I think Philly in the winter, I think it's the best. The more grungy, the more run down, the better. But the Link is nice. But I take an outside stadium any day over that big stadium with that big thing.
Atrocity. That albatross. LawNation, I've only been to the Link. I've never been to Jerry World. Tell me why your guys' place is better.
First and foremost, are you talking about from a fan experience or from a player's experience?
No, this is a fan. As a fan.
Just as a fan? Well, I don't even have to say anything. You inside the dome, for crying out loud. Hey, and when the weather is nice, we can peel that thing back, and even God himself can look down and take a peek at it. Come on, everybody. You got to understand that Cowboys got the America's team because of the fact that they got the hole in the stadium, and all Jerry Wayne Jones did with that $3.2 billion stadium is made it even prettier and moved it to Arlington. So when you go there, it's an ultimate experience. Everywhere you go, no matter where you sit, even in the nosebleed, you can see your favorite team whoop up on some Eagles. And we did that a couple of weeks ago in the first opening of the season. Do you remember that? Can you remind everyone of that score?
That was a disaster.
Yeah, week 3. But listen, they're not America's team. That's the most ridiculous thing. The Cowboys are not America's team.
There's 3 gods in Texas. There's the Almighty himself, there's Tom Landry, and there's Jerry Jones. LawNation gets the point.
Jerry Jones is an evil emperor.
Yeah.
2-2. We'll fight on.
Yeah, start digging your hole. All right.
Okay. It's a 2-2 down the stretch here. LawNation. What's more important? Actually, I skipped ahead here. My apologies. Better fan base. Who has the better fan base? This you can make an argument either way. This is very close, so I want to hear both yours.
You want me to go first?
Yes.
Okay, I had another Eagles guy on the show yesterday, and he was talking about he stayed in Alabama, but he would love to move to Philadelphia to go see his Philadelphia Eagles play so that he can find some fans that he can be with. But I told him, just like I'm gonna tell all of y'all that's listening and the beautiful people that's watching, be sure to hit the like button and share this content. By the way, let everybody know that LawNation said it don't matter where you go, you're gonna see the silver and blue, baby, and they're gonna want to see. How about them Cowboys? We travel, we roll. Hey, look, you got to agree with me, Philly 500. You got to agree with me too as well, Schultz. After 25 to 26 years, we are still saying, how about them Cowboys? We are not giving up no rest, no sleep. We still marching out there in the streets saying, go Cowboys. We watch every game, we buy every merch, and we still let everybody know, how about them Cowboys? You can't have a more faithful organization than the Cowboys. DC for life.
Listen. I love LawNation, but he's wrong here. He's wrong here. First of all, they're not America's team. The Eagles are actually America's team. The birthplace of America is Philly, right? Think about this. Where do you when you think of Philly, what do you think of? The birthplace of the country.
Ben Franklin.
When you think of Dallas, and when you think of Dallas, what do you think of? Where presidents go to die.
I think of football.
Where JFK goes to die. So the Eagles have the best fan base because, listen, the Eagles had to suffer through years and years and years of not winning anything. We had to suffer year in, year out. We don't have bandwagon fans. We don't have fans that go, they have 5 rings, so I'm going to start rooting for them. The Eagle fans have suffered year in, year out, no matter what, Fog Bowl, Nick Kotite, whatever it is. But we come back. We go to every game. We sell out. And for that reason, Eagle fans are better.
This is very close for me. But the edge going to LawNation. It's Cowboy Nation, baby.
That's ridiculous.
3-2.
That's ridiculous.
All right, Billy, I'm going to you first now. Tougher coaching task. Is it harder to make Jerry Jones happy, or is it harder to make the Eagles fans who just love to load their team happy?
I think it's harder to make Eagles fans happy. I think you have to be more on any little thing. They're going to let you have it. A lot of the problems Dallas has is that Jerry Jones, being 500 years old, causes those problems. He causes his own problems, his own things. Eagle fans, we expect the best in everything we do. So I think that it has to be the Eagle fans because Jerry Jones is his own worst enemy.
No.
Wow. That's strong words. Law.
It's not hard to make Jerry happy, though. Let's just be real with it. He hired Jason Garrett. He had him for 9 to 10 years. So it's harder to please those Eagle fans because a third of them are always on my channel talking about fly Eagles fly. And on top of that, they actually got rid of the only quarterback to ever win them a Super Bowl. And I saw a plethora of your fans eating horse droppings. And I'm sitting there and said, the Eagles.
One guy.
Yes, one guy, but look. As bad as the Cowboys play, come on. As bad as the Cowboys play, you never see a video. You will never see a video of us burning sacred blue and putting that stuff on fire. So the Eagles be burning jerseys and stuff. We don't never. Have you ever seen a
you guys
video?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have seen
Can you find it? Do you have any receipts on it?
Wow.
Sure.
Let's be real. First of all, I heard the commentators are saying that I'm giving all the Eagles fans shit. I'm going to chirp back right now. It is much harder to appease the 202-year-old dinosaur, Jerry Jones. The guy's never happy, Law. What? He's not happy. Why? Because he knows they don't have – he knows that he has not – that he is responsible for the playoff drought the last 2+ decades. And he's – as a result – he knows that until they win, it's always going to be his fault. I'm not saying they won't win, but until then,
can I make
Eagles, baby.
Can I make one rebuttal, though?
Yes.
In the last 25 years, Jerry Jones have made it to the Hall of Fame, right? And he built $2 billion playpens, one a workout facility for $2.6 billion, and also he bought a yacht, a helipad. That man, you found one. That's an Eagles fan burning our merch. Look, that's an Eagles fan burning our merch.
No, that's an Eagles fan watching. It's just an Eagles fan watching.
No, he set that on fire.
He did all those stuff. Jerry Jones did all this stuff, but he hasn't won anything in 25 years. He hasn't won since I was in high school. You haven't won anything. At least
3-3. 3-3 going into the final number.
Oh.
This is a big one, fellas. LawNation, you have the honors to go first. What's more important? The legacy of the 5 Cowboys titles going all the way back to Landry and Staubach, or the fact that the Eagles have the more recent title, and realistically, Dallas hasn't won since the Reagan administration.
All right.
He already knows.
Look. Last I checked, there's no expiration.
Clinton came in 94, so maybe it's the Clinton administration.
Yeah, okay, Clinton administration. It's all good. Hey, it is what it is. It's been a long time, but last I checked, there's no expirations on those Super Bowl titles. And last I checked, when you look at most of the Philadelphia Eagles fans, they got stomach muscles in their neck because they still looking up, not just to us, they looking up to the Washington football team. They also looking up to the Giants who got 4, by the way, and they still looking up to the Dallas Cowboys, who's mighty. And we've been on vacation mode for all of those years. Let me ask you, Philly 500, and everybody that's listening, what's taking you so long to catch up and keeping up?
Just a matter of time, baby. It's just a matter of time. We'll catch you. Listen, you haven't done anything in 25 years, right? 94, 95 was your last Super Bowl. I've never seen a fan base that talks about 5 Super Bowls that they have won when other teams like New England, the Giants, Pittsburgh, you don't hear them talk about their 5 rings. Your 5 rings are so old. And if we're going to talk about what happened over 20 years ago, then we might as well talk about the Eagles winning championships in 47, 48. Why we might as well. I mean, why not go back 50 years, 70 years? What are we just going to keep going back and back? At some point, after I say 10 years, your Super Bowls are not, they're irrelevant. They're irrelevant. The Eagles have won in the last 10 years. So yeah, the Eagles, it's way more relevant than what the Cowboys have done.
I can't evaluate this. I have to let it sink in. So we're gonna have a bonus question. It's not gonna affect the standings here. But before I decide who wins, here's a bonus question. Actually, there's two quick ones, little lightning round. Is it important to rest in terms of the Cowboys can move up to the second seed and get 2 home playoff games with a win, or the Eagles can move up a spot? But you guys, and this is to me in the NFL, I generally like guys to play and keep their rhythm, but I'm curious where you're at.
I'll say it first. I think the Eagles got to rest. I think for the Philadelphia Eagles, it's more important to rest because you can't risk the injury. I'm not saying they have to not play the guys the whole game. If you want to play them in the first quarter or something, treat it as a preseason game, that's fine. But think about this. What's the difference between the 7th seed and the 6th seed? You're talking about playing the Buccaneers, the Rams, or the Cowboys, who I'd rather play the Cowboys out of all those teams, by the way. But I don't see a big jump going from 7th to 6th as something worth risking guys like Jalen Hurts or Devontae Smith. I do think they'll probably play a little bit, but I don't think it's important. Dallas, maybe it's a little more important if they think they could get to the number 2 seed, but they're going to choke anyways. So what's the difference?
Good job, man. You hit me where it hurt, man, with the truth right there. And I would say that, the Philadelphia Eagles, looking at metrics alone, you guys are 8th overall and 7th in offense and 14th in defense. And we just played a team, the Arizona Cardinals, that didn't have that level of overall activities. I think the Arizona Cardinals was 16th ranked in offense and the defense is 17th ranked, giving them a total overall ratings of 18th rank. And if anybody need to get on rhythm, would be the Cowboys. So here are the Eagles once again not allowing us to get in rhythm because you guys are going to roll out your C squad or your D squad or even your B squad. And that's not good for us. We need to get in rhythm. You guys are coming off of, is it a 4 or 5 game winning spree? Is it 4 or 5?
4, I think.
4. You guys coming off a 4 game winning spree.
Why do Dak Prescott, the big $30 million quarterback, Mike McCarthy, all these guys, they're supposed to be so good. What do they need to get in rhythm for? Why are they struggling now? You know what I mean? They should be able to be professionals and handle it like every other team. That's
I get you on that. I get you on that. Look, I'm just being honest. I have no rhyme or reason to that. I can sit here a lot of kicking and say, hey, Cowboys beat the bejesus out of the Eagles 56-3, but it won't mean anything because we just did that to the Washington football team. We have to figure out a way to get in rhythm, get things going, but you guys would not allow us. But at the end of the day, Saturday night, I'm still looking for us to win. Don't get it twisted. And my only battle cry to hope is that just maybe Kellen Moore is looking at this thing and say, I'm going to sandbag. I'm not going to showcase everything because I know I'm going to face these teams again in the playoffs. That's my only hope for right now. But we got to get on.
You guys got to run the ball more. I think you have to run the ball more in the playoffs.
Big facts.
One thing I like about the Eagles going into the playoffs is if you could run the ball effectively the way they have, they'll be in a game in the fourth quarter. They could be in games in the fourth quarter. Now, Brady and Brady scares me. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers would scare me. I think the Cowboys were the best matchup for us round 1 because we know them so well. Doesn't look like it's going to happen because you guys couldn't beat Arizona, but hey, it is what it is.
Tell me this: would either one of you want Antonio Brown for the playoffs?
No, not at all.
Interesting.
I don't.
You're probably right.
No.
Yeah, at this point,
TMZ will have a field day.
That's fair. Before I give you the answer to the who won the championship here, what's your guys' wager for the game? Is it straight up points over under? I mean, you gotta have a wager. How about we just you guys each take the spread? You take Philly, you take Dallas. I think that's the simplest way to do it.
All right. Fine, fair
because
enough.
Just so you know, the next live is going to be, let's say Dallas wins this game at the link. Right. That means that Philly 500's got to wear some Ezekiel retro gear. Okay.
I gotta go. I don't even have anything Cowboys. Oh my god. Okay.
I
just had to do a Bavaro jersey.
Around.
I just had to wear a Bavaro jersey.
Law's gonna have to wear an old Randall Cunningham jersey.
Oh my god.
There you go.
You should at least said Jalen Hurts or somebody.
Or no, I got a better one. Kevin Cobb.
Oh, did they sell those still? I can go to the trash can and pull something out.
You can probably get that for $1. Okay, so I'm going to give you the championship right now. The end of this is the prestigious. I just want to get the title right. Jordan Schultz YouTube Showdown Championship. The championship goes to LawNation. Oh, Dallas Cowboys.
This is robbery. This is robbery.
Yeah.
The 5 chips did it for me. The 5 chips.
The 5 champs.
That's it.
Yo,
5 Super Bowls.
First of all, I'd like to give thanks to all of the Cowboy Nations and everybody that's watched and shared this content. Be sure to tell everybody nowhere to go when they want to tune in to Cowboy Sports Talk and Beyond. I really appreciate you, Philly. You know what I'm saying? For taking that L one good time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's the last L I'm taking for a while. You got 2 more coming this week in the playoff.
So Philly,
you want to raise that wager? You want to raise that wager? Let's do this.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Let's
whoever goes further in the playoffs.
Whoever goes further in the
playoffs.
You will have to change your thumbnail to my face for at least a week. That's too long. That's too long. That's a day, 2 days.
No, and the same. I gotta look. You may look like James Harden, but I look like Denzel Washington. So we'll do it. you got it.
We're off the wagon, but I do want to make sure that I give you guys an opportunity to promote both your channels. Philly, where can everyone find your stuff? And then Law, you go next, just so everyone knows.
All you have to do is type in Philly 500 in YouTube, Philly.500, Philly 500. You can catch me on Twitter, Philly 500, and you pretty much can see all my videos on YouTube. So that's the best place to find me.
LawNation?
Appreciate you, Philly 500, and thank you, The Game Day, for having this
beautiful show.
Appreciate you too, man. Thank you, man. Everybody can find me at LAWS Nation and also LawNation Sports on YouTube and as well as Twitter and Twitch and on Facebook under that same handle. It was a pleasure talking to you guys today.
Pleasure is all mine. I've been told by someone in the comments that I need to admit I'm a Cowboys fan. False. I'm from Seattle.
Giant fan.
Seahawks fan.
Oh, you're a Seahawks
I'd rather have the Giants. No, I'm just kidding. I am a Seahawks fan. I have no allegiances to Dallas or Philadelphia. I'm very neutral here. Very neutral.
I got ripped off.
I really like both teams as well. So there you go.
Do you know Dalton Schultz? Do you know Dalton Schultz?
That's my cousin. No, I'm just kidding. That's not my cousin. Everyone asks me that, and I should just start saying, "Yeah, that's my cousin." We're first cousins, but we don't. I don't advertise it. So I want to say thank you. Cousins. I know.
Definitely.
I'm very well aware. Thank you to LawNation Philly 500. Be sure to subscribe to the Game Day YouTube channel. Check out GameDay.com for our latest sportsbook deals and offers, many there. Get in on the action, and be sure to check out these two guys throughout the playoffs during their live streams. Awesome stuff. And congratulations to LawNation on his first championship. I'm not sure he'll get another one this year, but we'll see.
No.
We got to get 5 more,
He definitely won't.
6 rings.
Yeah, he can't no fun. I got ripped off. But congratulations on LawNation, man. It was good. It was fun. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for everyone tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you very soon.